The Nikon D800 battles it out with Canon's 5D Mark III, SmugMug and Instagram get cozy, and we help you track the magic hour right here on the Photo Video Show Live View Edition number 2. Welcome to Live View, keeping you focused on all things photo video. I'm your host, Mark Puckett. Ever since the release of Nikon's D800 and Canon's 5D Mark III, there have been a ton of tests, speculations, and Nikon versus Canon fanboys spreading their opinions about which of these cameras better perform in the video department. Well, the guys over at Gizmodo whipped up some tests to lay this baby to rest. There are some things to keep in mind here, though. Cameras have a few things that can make or break someone's decision on what to buy, namely low light performance. But as recently as the last 5 years or so, our DSLRs have gotten so much better. So let's see what these heavyweights actually have to offer. In the low light department, the D800 did fairly well against its pricier competitor up until around 3200 ISO, where I noticed a huge amount of grain between the skyline and the night sky. The 5D Mark III was still solid black. The clear winner being Canon, sad face, but what can you do? In the sharpness test, the Nikon D800 outperformed the Canon 5D Mark III, but only by a little. And yes, we know it has a lot to do with the lens that you use, but very comparable lenses were used for this test. As for the rolling shutter issue, performance has improved from the last generation on both of these cameras. Neither has improved enough to really say that the problem has been solved, but if we judge solely on the degrees of bad, the D800 wins this one, if by only a smidge. Both have their good and bad points. Personal preference and your lens investments are going to play a big part in your ultimate decision, and the results pretty much confirm what we expected going in. If you shoot mostly in low light situations, or if you plan to, maybe the 5D Mark III is the one for you. If you shoot more within a studio setting where you can control the environment, maybe the D800's superior detail is going to be more important to you. But the fact is, both cameras produce terrific results, and in the right hands, they can both produce video that'll blow your eyeballs out. Sounds brutal and interesting. SmugMug has updated its popular Camera Awesome iOS app, including the option to share images via Instagram's photo sharing service. But the move comes a week after the other popular Hipstamatic processing app added the exact same capability. So while the Camera Awesome update includes a series of tweaks and the option to buy all of the add-on filters for $9.99, or the balance if you've already bought a few of them, the bigger news is that Instagram obviously has photo sharing ambitions far beyond its own apps. And according to the press release, Camera Awesome is not only killing it in the Apple App Store with over 4 million downloads, but it's also the #1 photo app in 55 countries. That's amazing considering that it's been out for maybe a month or less. Photographers call it the golden hour or the magic hour. It's that time when the sun is near the horizon or just below, and the character of the natural or available light changes. The lighting quality is best when the sun is about 6 to 7 degrees above the horizon, and the effect ends when the sun is about 6 to 7 degrees below the horizon. Not always is it a fixed time because it depends greatly on the season and the distance you are from the equator. There are 2 great apps in the Apple App Store that help us photographers take advantage of these wonderful lighting conditions. The first one being Sun Scout. At $9.99, it's not cheap, but it also does the most. Sun Scout uses the compass and motion sensors in the phone to superimpose the predicted position of the sun over a live view, which is pretty awesome. But the positions, while accurate, you don't want to be around a whole lot of metal because it seems to confuse the iPhone's internal compass. The second one is called Magic Hour. This is a free app and it's a bit simpler, but also very useful. It tells you when the magic hour is for your location, how long before it begins, and it can even send you a notification that it's about to start. You won't get some positions, but you will learn the best time to take your pictures, and it's definitely worth a download. No matter which one you end up using though, when you make an effort to take your pictures when the lighting is at its best, you're going to be rewarded with images that you're going to want to show off to all your family and friends. We are really interested in seeing some of your creative videos made with either the Canon 5D Mark III or the Nikon D800. So drop your comments below and let us know where we can find them. That's going to do it for me this week, but be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm Mark Puckett, keeping your world in live view.